Go on. This is my bull, Patangali, and he's got kind of an auspicious name because I was looking after a wild herd of cows across town, an old farmer, and there's about 20 cows, and they kept having bulls, and that was a problem because the old farmer didn't want bulls, and I didn't want to send the bulls off to be slaughtered, and so basically I kept all the bulls until we had about 8 or 9 bulls all running around the pasture. And one spring, a little calf was born, running around the pasture, and I looked, and he was just tearing back and forth. It was early in the spring, and I looked and I said, "Oh, God dang it! It's another bull calf. It's a bull calf." And so I go, "Okay, listen, you little devil. I'm gonna give you an auspicious name. I'm gonna call you Patangali." Patangali was a Hindu mystic, very famous, in a yoga tradition. So I'm gonna name you Patangali, and that's gonna protect you from the fate of most bulls in this bull unfriendly world. The world is very unfriendly towards bulls. And I named him Patangali, and sure enough, that saved his life. He ended up moving up here with me, and he's going to live out his years until he dies. And is it still going? And at one point, we were trying to get a couple bulls to come up here to the farm so I could save them. And one of them was named Clinton. I named him after President Clinton. There's another calf called Madeline Albright. So we were trying to get Clinton into a horse trailer all afternoon. Clinton kept tearing off out into the woods. Finally, they got him into the horse trailer, and suddenly he realized he was being shut in, and he busted out of it, and he took off into the woods, and everyone was screaming and yelling. At the end of the day, we didn't have a bull to bring, and we put the trailer up in back of the old farmer's house, and everyone went home, and I took a hike up in the field, took a nice hike, and I came back, and we had left some grain in the trailer. I came back, and Patangali and his father, who is Hiram, who also came up here, he's deceased from old age, were in the trailer. And I said, "Okay, I guess you guys are the ones coming." I went back and I shut the trailer door, and they just sat in there and kept eating. Hiram was the escape artist of the century. He could escape from anything. And Patangali has grown to be about 2,100 pounds, and he finally learned his father's tricks and escaped all last summer. Raised hell all over the neighborhood. I get calls in the middle of the night. But finally we fixed his fence. The fence goes about a half a mile long. My friend and I fixed it. So that's how Patangali got his name. And he loves a bucket of grain, and he has plenty of grass to eat, but he's a little lonesome because Hiram's gone, and another cow, Joseph, a big brown Swiss cow. He's a beautiful cow, and their bones are both at the end of the pasture there. I go down and visit them now and then. Nice little graveyard.
Lovely.
That's the story of Patangali.